Welcome back to World of Warcraft, Burning Crusade Classic Blind. Fairly quickly got in here for a Sethekk Halls dungeon. Do we have a... Before I go and use one of my sharpening stones, also that's not the right sharpening stone. 67 warrior, 70 mage, 70 mage again, 67 shaman, 70 paladin. I think that might... Let me see. The paladin was going to be the tank, I believe. I think the shaman is the healer. So if they're a healer, we might not have the buff totem things going on. See if everybody has any of these dungeon quests. Possible. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, some of them have them. They'll figure it out. Let's see if we can share the quests, though. Oh. Okay. Share quest. Already has completed. Just making sure everybody's good to go here. Backpack will go with strength. And if we see the totems come up, we can switch out from the sharpening stone. Okay. I'm good to go. I am the lowest level person for this dungeon run, which isn't exactly a huge surprise here. We've got 2 things to do here in Sethekk Halls, and multiple people are also on the same quest here, so it is very likely we're going to get this accomplished here. We need to slay Darkweaver, since they are doing... They've got Summoning Totem, or Storming Totem. We'll see if we see any attack kind of tokens coming up. First enemy here is level 67 elite. That's pretty high level. This might be a slightly higher level dungeon than the Akanai Crypts was. That's okay. We're getting reputation and a 2-handed swords level, which is going to be helpful here, since we're coming up against equivalent level enemies here. So any increase to our accuracy is going to be appreciated. Here we get there. Mana back. Okay. There's a random snake. There's just always these random little guys, random little enemies, level 1, just hanging out all over the place. Being demoralized and being a nuisance for me. I can go behind. I could probably use some death wishes here. Do a little more damage. Seems like a reasonable idea. What kind of tones we got? Stone skin, healing. Yeah, I don't think those are the ones that conflict with the sharpening stone. Oh, we're bringing some ghost-looking guys in here. That's fun. Again, we'll try being kind of behind them. Charming totem. That's an enemy totem of some description. I imagine with how often the inventory gets closed by various means, most people don't play with their inventory constantly open. But I do. That's fine. Since we have 3 level 70s in the group, it's entirely possible that they could have some interesting equipment from later on in the game. There's that Charmin Totem again. Precisely what they are trying to accomplish here is a mystery to me. I'm just here for the ride, basically. And it should be a pretty decent ride with 3 level 70s. One would hope. Okay. Getting a lot of tiny little bits of reputation here. That's something. Let's look at these totems some more. Wrath of Air, Healing, Tremor. Tremor Totem, what do you do? Wrath of Air. We're not getting the Tremor Totem buff, it doesn't look like, so that might be the melee one. Alright, bringing some more guys in here. Alright, in combat. I think it made me tiny. Yeah, I'm very small now. Shrink for 2 minutes. Stone Form didn't help. Strength reduced by 35%, stamina reduced by 44%. That's not great. I'm not the tank though, so it's not a huge situation. Am I double shrunk? That's a possibility. That's pretty funny. That's pretty funny. I am very small. Yeah, this is a curse. Stone Form only does bleeds, poisons, and diseases. Yes, I think I was double shrunk there. That's hilarious. Now I'm only slightly shrunk, which is hard to tell because I'm a dwarf. I'm already small. Yeah, don't worry about me. Just your typical extra small dwarf. Standard situation to be in. I guess technically we could try not using our buffs and such while we're tiny, so as to get more out of them when they're not messing us up. Can one of the mages decurse? Don't worry, I'm just cursed. I'm fine with it. Always cursed. Not an issue. It's a pretty funny curse. Not gonna lie. So far in the Sethekk halls, we're getting Sethekk guards. No surprises there. Behind. Let's go in. Get some Death Wish. Do some more damage. Now we got slowed down. Thunderclap. Burgess Slide Pass. There's an adamantite deposit in here. That could be fun. Okay. Looks like there are multiple ways to go here. So that's interesting. As far as food is concerned, we're perfectly fine on that department. Level 68 elite there. My goodness. Alright. Yep, still in the Sethekk halls. No surprises. Yeah, some of them are undead, and some of them are not. It's pretty interesting. totem thingy. These guys seem to have a lot of effects. That's definitely something to be aware of. As much as we can be aware of things that we've never experienced before. But yeah. And a bird. Bird likes to seems to like to run around to the other party members here a lot, which isn't great. We have stolen his foot. I don't want to get too far into the dungeon, because I could possibly grab more things' attention, which you really don't want to do. Yeah, working well so far. So we're kind of just running past here. Yeah. It would take a while to fight all the enemies back there. So that's probably not worth it to just get a single adamantite deposit there. Don't know if the bursters have really weird aggro. That could be. This looks like a time for some sweeping strikes. Very good. Always a fan of some sweeping strikes. I just exist to do damage. So if I can do more damage to multiple enemies, that is always a plus. Tremor totem. I click on somebody else, see what the tremor totem. So well fed, arcane brilliance, attribution, ice barrier. I think the tremor. No, I don't think that's it. Something about fear, possibly? Yeah, if there's fear in here, disabling that is a solid choice. Don't know if we're in I guess we are in range of the totems over there, which is good. Since we have them more with the more mage kind of guys. So I got P for this, please. There's just birds flying through here. Ah, Darkweaver, Sith. Stack up P. Protections, I guess is what it means. For a boss, let's throw in some Thunder Armors, is what I was saying before. A bunch of minions spawn. It's crazy. Make sure we keep those going too. That's always a good plan. Alright. What do we get here? I need a stick of the falcon, a staff, massive synth, plate with 21 strength, agility, and stamina. Cool. Requires level 68. We can't even use these yet. They're probably fine. Not gonna worry about it. We freed that guy. Let me get back in the fight here. Who got the bands? Cool. I mean, we're pretty close to level 68. Probably could went for that. I think that's all we need to do for that quest. Continue to slay him and free them. Yep. Good to go. So now all we need to do is Tarok's Mask. We got Tarok's Mask. There we go. So we need to get the Quill and the Saga from other things in here. Oh, there's something new. A Cobalt Serpent. A lot of birds in here. Behind. Let's go for some sweeping strikes. A little unnecessary, since all the birds are already dead. Bird's a bit damaged after that one. Get battle shout, keep going. Always good. It's an end room. End room with an adamantite deposit. Not bad. Get behind. Sweeping strikes. Oh, one of the guys is running back. We have managed to pull aggro, which isn't great. Good enough. Blowfish Belt of the Boar. Less strength, and it's got spirit instead of agility and stamina. That's something I'm really too interested in. Plenty of rage here. That we can jump into some sweeping strikes. Always good. MC. Abbreviations. What do they mean? Keep the demoralizing shout up. The rage back up. Here's the adamantite. I think here are the only ones that know about totems. Totems? Totems exist. See if anybody else is. It's just hanging up here on the wall. Anybody else? Am I the only one? Okay. Oh, are we? Rolling for what? Anybody else can mine if they want it. Go for it. You can have some. I don't need all of it. I'm fine with whatever. We've done that before. I left another one down there. Whatever. I don't think rolling is really necessary in that instance. I waited a few seconds, nobody else walked up. Everybody else left and went through the middle of the room. How am I supposed to know? Oh my gosh, there's a lot of birds here. Did they say anybody else or anybody? Any miners? I am. Did they say yes? I thought they were still talking about their other thing. Intellect, don't need that. Alright. That does make it strange that we passed up on that other opportunity to mine stuff then. If so many people here want to mine things. Oh, come on, I'm already in combat, really? Oh, we've been feared. That's not great. Oh, good. Oh, feared again. Oh, I think they got it. I'm doing the anti-fear thing. Here's a crystal serpent. Let's get some sweeping strikes going. Feared again, unfeared again. Oh boy. Oh boy, a lot of fear. Now what you want. Everybody else is dead except for the serpent? It's like a ghost here or something. Okay. I will eat a mushroom. Mana Tide Totem. I'm going to assume that is mana regen, which is nice to have when 80% of the team has mana here. Very smart. Oh, they're also making water. Also good. Yeah, that's not something we need. Oh, here's some whatever. It's money. Oh my goodness, the amount of birds in here. Ridiculous. Oh, the AoEs are doing work here. Seems like the birds really just run around whenever they want. Pretty awkward. Nope, went too early that time. Stunned or something. Feared. Also not great. Can't carry him. Really don't need sweeping strikes right now. Oh, we're just running all over the place. Feared. Not great. Is the tremor totem's up? Is that a thing? There's a tremor totem. Maybe it's just slightly delayed. Assuming that's actually what that does. There's a chest. Y'all can roll for that. Or ignore it. That's fine too. Could use Blood Rage sometimes. Just to get some of that rage to stay with us. A pink sapphire necklace of stamina. That's a lot of stamina. Fascinating. Very, very specific piece of equipment there. Is this locked? It's not locked. Yeah. We're gonna go for some sweeping strikes. Or get stunned. That's good too. I'll use Death Wish instead. Did this clear my quest for some reason? Summon ghosts? That's definitely something. Weaken them again. Oh, he's got feared. Oh, he's getting feared into the other enemies. That's not what you want. These guys like come back as a ghost or something. That's not great. Generally want to avoid that if possible. Alright. Very good on rage right now. It's so awkward. Everyone else sitting down, getting their stuff back, while I'm just here, deteriorating. Ah, boy. I'm getting a good hit on it. We're already in combat. Okay. Sethekk Raven Guard. Ooh, fancy. A two-handed sword with significantly less strength. And more agility, a lot of stamina. Pretty cool. I really need it. I got it anyways, okay. What did we grid roll for that? 87. Cool. Well, we will take a look at that when we're not in the middle of a dungeon dealing with things. I got some elemental guardian guys. Tank appears to be out of mana, which is not what you want in general. We've been feared. He's been feared into the room. Okay. Ah! The ghost just kind of exists for a little bit and whacks you. Very rude. Okay. Alright. Cool, though. Far more damage per hit, slightly slower, more agility, way more stamina. It's the 54 attack power compared to the 80 equivalent strength on my greatsword. Just slightly concerning. Bring them back around the corner. Good, good. Level 69 elite here. Oh boy. Behind them. I think whenever we get cursed, it like resets Oh, this guy's got a heal. That's not what you want to see. Oh, we popped. Trying to be using our abilities. Tank's already going. Tank is already running for it. You bring this back in here? Guess it's just one serpent. 69 elite though. That is definitely the highest level thing we fought. Unless that boss was a higher level. That's possible. What do we got in this room? It's a Talon Lord. 69 elites. My goodness. Alright. Time to get the well-fed buff back up and going. While people are sitting down to get mana back. There we go. Alright. Back at it. Wait for the tank to get hit in. It really is good for me to initiate with a charge. This gives so much extra rage for me to play with. Oh, the tank's going this way. I'm going this way. Hi, I'm in the corner now. How's it going? Shoot on this bird. Feared again. Not feared again. Feared again. Not feared again. Seven of blessings. We're just getting killed by the ghosts. Run away. What is this? Combine the ace through 8 of blessings to complete the set. Auction for 269 gold. Really? Fascinating. Those ghosts were annihilating me. They just spawn and then they attack. They rolled a 99 for that. Very good roll. Whew. Definitely something going on with that. If that value is to be believed. Fear is really messing with us. In other situations, we might drag the enemies back a bit, so the fear isn't as big of a deal. Seems to be okay this time, though. And we can run away from the ghosts a little bit. That's also a good idea. They seem to hit pretty decently. Valor and Shield of the Bear, 77 block. That's more than mine. But I don't really care about shields too much. And we won it anyways. Alright. I should say I don't care more. It seems to be working. Quest item on floor. The Saga of Terok is here. Perfect. Now we just need the last piece. They'll have that quest done. Oh, the fear. And such a long fear, we could definitely get into situations with this. Not what you want. Re-up on that. Oh, there's the ghost. Running away from the ghost is probably a good plan, too. A reasonable idea. 69 elites. 69 elites. What a place. What a place. Okay. Hopefully we find some more ores for the other guys to have. We're low on rage at the start here. Oh, we took some damage. Now we're feared. We're running a good direction though, so that's okay. There's probably only so much that they can do against all of the fear effects. Oh, it's not great though, is it? Which one of these have the fear? Now we're slow. It's also great. Now we're feared again. Yeah. Tank's almost dead. Also not good. Doesn't help that I have to walk all the way back over here. I think we could probably benefit a little bit from marking which enemy we're supposed to be attacking. Although they probably know which enemy they're supposed to be attacking, so it's mostly a me problem. And I'm typically on the other side of the map because I ran over there in fear. But besides that, everything's great. Oh, there is Talon King Ikigai. Let's get everything ready. 69 elite boss. Oh boy. Very cool.
Trinkets, yes. Pretty trinkets. Power. Great power. You make I guess power. Trinkets.
Don't know if I want to be in the middle of the room here. Don't know if that's a good plan. I've managed to grab aggro. That's not what you want when you are the DPS. Alright, it's a boss. And the boss is over there now. Oh, it's channeling arcane energy. Hide behind the pillar. I figured it out. And that's why you want to fight him over here. So you can get behind the pillar quickly. Let's get all that going. Keep him nice and weak. Oh. Channeling arcane energy. Over this side. Mechanics. He's got him. Oh, quickly. Yes. It's polymorphing me. As long as he doesn't polymorph the tank, we'll be fine. Channeling arcane energy. I think we just stay behind a little bit longer this time. Looked like we might have gotten hit previously. No, I think we're okay. Or it just did less damage since we were behind. Let's give him some executes here. I'm a sheep. Cloth legs of magic and a one-handed mace with expertise rating. Okay. Cool. There's the Talon King's coffer over here. What could be in there, I wonder? Also, I think it's not the end of the dungeon. A Shadow Labyrinth key. Oh, I'll take a Shadow Labyrinth key. I don't have any idea what that does. Tarak's Quill. From the boss. Yes. Or maybe the dungeon is done. We got a hat from there. Okay. They're already offline, apparently. They finished this and immediately left. This might just be a fun exit from the dungeon. Or it's on this side. That works too. Okay. Cool. Are there enemies in here? Yeah, there's enemies over there. Is that a path? That is not a path. Okay. I'm going to look like I'm leaving, but then I'm not leaving the dungeon. Because there's still things in here. I'm sneaky like that. Turn around. Alright, we have to not die while we try to get back for that last mine that nobody wanted to go back and get, even though they complained about it. And that chest that we only saw, apparently. Everybody was in the middle of the room, I swear. Anyways, we got some stuff here, actually. We got a sword and a shield. So we can check what that is once we're done here. These birds are still running around. We're going backwards through the dungeon. That's okay. We can look at it. Overall, we got some key. Can I look at my keys somehow? Key ring. It's really open. Now with this. Okay. We got a, what is it, Shadow Labyrinth key? I don't know if I want to go to a Shadow Labyrinth. That doesn't sound like a good plan. Nobody died, which I guess is kind of expected since 3 people here were level 70. Halls of Silence. I'm the group leader with the guy that left already. A lot of cobwebs around here too. Pretty straightforward dungeon, all things considered. Just some halls with the bird guys. Arakoa, I believe they're called. Did we skip the chest that we saw? Oh, we can get the things in order here, I guess. We won't be able to get the other ore, because that was behind a bunch of enemies. But overall, not bad. Yeah, when they walked up, said, anyone miners, and then left. I was like, oh, I guess maybe not? I don't know. Not trying to be rude here or anything. So people, personally, to me, it feels like people roll for more things than are really necessary. Well, that's just me. Anyways. Not a huge variety of enemies in here. We had the Arakoa, some birds, and a few serpents, basically. And some ghosts, I guess. Besides that, though, it's like under the tent. Is it here? Maybe it's gone. It was never real in the first place. I'm not even sure anymore. Maybe somebody already got it. Didn't look like they did, though. I don't know what I'm talking about. It's a totem. I'm just confused today. Looks interesting. Overall. All these extra birds. They got to live because they weren't attacking us. Alright. Here's the Talon King. Okay, this is gonna bother me. I'm gonna go figure out if this chest actually exists. Okay, I looked back, and the gnome totally went back and grabbed it while we were fighting stuff. Can't really blame him. It's fine. Either way, we are done here. So let's get out of here, turn in these 2 quests, and look at the things that we got. Veil Sethekk. Don't aggro any of those guys, they will murder me. They are as high level as I am, or higher, and they are also elites. So, there really wasn't a multiple paths in here, it was just the entrance, the way you have to go, and the way that was probably locked by some contraption previously. Either way, very smooth. Had multiple people doing the quest, so we've all figured out what was happening. There were a few close calls, but overall, it went okay. And we can turn in a quest. At least one quest here. Isfar. Let me look at these items we got here. The Saga of Terok, a scroll containing stories from the life of the great Erakoa hero Terok. Terok's mask, a gem-encrusted, feathered mask molded to fit an Erakoa face, that appears to have been crafted for an Erakoa much bigger than any you've yet seen. And Terok's quill, a long, slender Erakoa spear ending in a razor-sharp point. It appears to have been forged from a single piece of metal and shows no sign of age. So, less of a writing quill and more of a stabbing spear. That's okay. Okay. Brother against brother. I can't thank you enough, Eric Erickson. Knowing that Laka is free means I can cut the rest of my ties to the Sethekk. Part of me will never forgive myself for Scythe's death. But it had to be done. When I reach Sketches, I'll perform the death rites for him. Perhaps his spirit will find rest once it has atoned for leading our people astray. What's making this sound? Alright, anyways. We get to choose Torque of the Sethekk Prophet, spell critical and intellect. Nope. Intellect and healing and mana restore. Nope. Stamina, hit rating, and attack power. Okay. Talon Lord's Collar. A next slot item. +1 stamina. +9 hit rating. And that's equivalent to 19 strength. So basically +6 strength. That is just overall better in every way than Sidai's necklace. This is stamina and defense rating. We're going to take the one that is good for us. That's very nice. More strength, stamina, and hit rating. All around, fantastic choice. And Terok's Legacy. The relics of Terok have been absent from Sketches for too long. Were you able to recover them from Sethekk? Yep, here they are. We got a book, a mask, and a spear. I may never truly be forgiven for my role in the crimes of the Sethekk, but perhaps by restoring the relics of Terok to my people, I can begin to redeem myself. Thank you for helping me in this, Eric Erickson. You have no idea of the magnitude of what you've done this day. Oh, and we can have one of the things. Saga of Terok, that's magical. The mask, which is dodge rating, critical strike, and attack power. Less attack power, converted to strength, so 33 strength basically. The critical strike is pretty cool. And dodge rating, that's less useful for me. Our head does have intellect and mana restore on it though, so neither of these are the perfect item for us. But I think the less strength, no stamina, I don't think that is offset by the critical strike here. Then there is Terok's Quill, a polearm weapon. We have experience with that. Ton of damage per second, lots of agility, lots of stamina. Doesn't have any strength though. Definitely interesting though. We'll take that. Oh, and there's level 68. Also cool. We can leave the party here. And get away from what's ever making sound over there. So let us unsharpen that so we can get a better comparison. We now have 3 weapons and these 2 items. Let's zoom in here. I don't think we'll even be able to see the necklace. But here's the Talon Lord's collar. That's definitely better. In all ways. So we're going to go with that. We got the Fell Iron Shield of the Bear. Equipment this will bind it. Yes. Yes, please. Ooh, that's a fancy looking shield. Previous Draenei Crest. It's got a little glowing bit in it. The new Fell Iron Shield of the Bear. Nice metally shield. Very, very interesting shape. Okay. So, the sword back on. Shield over here. New shield. 77 block. As opposed to 65. Very good. It's got way more strength. It's got more stamina. It doesn't have the defensive rating, but it has significantly more block. And it also has more armor. So it's probably better. But as we're not really a tank, it doesn't make a huge difference for us. So. But now we have 3 two-handed weapons. We have a polearm and 2 two-handed swords. We've got the Dragonbone Greatsword. We've got Montnathel Warblade of the Bandit. Bind it, it's fine. Oh wow, that's very, very curved. And we also have Terok's Quill. Which is like a spear. Alright. So the comparison between these 3 items now. 70 damage per second, 77 damage per second, 93 damage per second. Very similar speeds between 3.2 and 3.5, so that's not a huge deal. 40 strength, 11 agility, 15 stamina. 27 strength, so a lot less strength, but significantly more agility and significantly more stamina, and a small amount of damage per second boost. Or a very large amount of damage per second boost, a huge amount of agility, and a huge amount of stamina. Well, less stamina than this. Far more agility, though, but no strength. So I think we'll probably be able to see this in the damage per second comparisons. The agility is way higher here. That's pretty good for the crit chance. So, Dragonbone Greatsword, not sharpened, 153.6 with a 16% crit. Two-handed sword, another 0.5% crit, and 159. That's another 6 damage per second and 0.5 crit. That 159 goes to 171 damage per second. And another, like, entire percent crit there. That's pretty good. This is a polearm type. What's our skill with polearms at right now? 334. Yeah. Either way, that's the best comparison we could possibly have. They are both exactly the same level. So any difference in there is not important. It's got less strength, so that's going to decrease our block, possibly. Block increased by 20. Block increased by 18. It's probably fine. And a massive amount of stamina here. Previously maxed out at 7694. This is 78. So almost 200 more health from that too. This definitely has the lowest attack power bonus from any of these. But I think, in general, especially since the Terox Quill is a blue item, and the other two are both green, the damage per second definitely seems significantly higher. 153, 159, 171. Assuming that is the full damage per second. But it also has good crit chance too, so that's fine. A lot more stamina than we previously had. Ton of agility. Agility also increases armor a bit. More health. I think probably we're going to want to go with Terox Quill then. Pretty cool. That's probably one of the things you're really looking for in this dungeon. A new, significantly better weapon. Like, any of these are probably better than my previous weapon we had before this. We're just drowning in interesting weapons. Well, I guess we did not keep the Dragonbone Greatsword for long. We're moving on to a spear that calls itself a polearm. It matches with basically nothing else we're wearing, but that's fine. We've never exactly been the most visually consistent here. And we get to sell a whole bunch of our old things here for a tidy profit. So that's pretty good for us. We came out of that very successfully. A new weapon. A new amulet, a new shield, a new weapon again, which is even better. Pretty cool, pretty cool. So with that, the only dungeon we have left in here is Auchenai Crypts. The group that we were going there was very specifically going for Sethekk halls. But since there's not much else for me to be getting up to in my current quest list of 5 things, I'll try to get into Auchenai Crypts. Looks like the quest is basically just go kill the final boss. The rewards are not really what I'm interested in. I just want to do as many dungeons as we can here. What we've got, a new weapon. We should probably spend a talent point here. What do we want to spend a talent point in? Heroic Strike, Deflection, Rend. We can get another stand Iron Will. Resist Stun. Not too exciting. Thunderclap's maxed. Don't really use Overpower. Wounds. We could two-handed specialization. We really seem to be going with two-handed specialization here. But again, that could change at any time. Increase the damage by 1%. That is tempting. Maxed out there. pole axe specialization. That's not what we have. We got pole arms. We got that. Mace specialization, sword specialization. Can't get any of these since we don't have the level for that. Area effect and duration of battle shout. Yeah, we're fine with the duration as it is. That's max, that's maxed. Generate additional rage when you deal melee damage with a weapon. More rage is always nice. We could upgrade cleave though, and I do enjoy that. That's maxed, maxed. Dual wield. 20% melee damage bonus for 12 seconds for 12 swings after being the victim of a critical. We can't really decide when we're going to be the victim of a critical strike. And then when we are doing DPS in a dungeon, that doesn't really help us very much since we don't get hit. Improved slam. We already got sweeping strikes. Weapon mastery. Circle rage. Flurry we can't get yet because we don't have points in that one. Maxed, maxed. Whirlwind. Berserker stance. Rampage. I think we're not going to have enough points to even get that anyways. At some point we might want to go through here and change things. But for now, I think I'm going to just improve cleave. The bonus damage to my cleave. Weapon damage plus 90. And that's with the 80%. So yeah. Improving cleave. That really works well with the sweeping strikes. So we're going to go with that. Okay. Well, there we go. Level 68. Potentially another dungeon. Depends how quickly things move along for us here. But we're going to be stabbing with our spear that is totally a pole arm next time. Goodbye.